Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to my Robinhood portfolio. As always, hope you guys had an awesome day investing today. What I thought I'd do today is talk a little bit more about my portfolio with regards to dividend payments. As you guys know, I've been putting together a portfolio of high dividend yielding securities. Typically, I pick large cap blue chip companies that pay dividends anywhere from 3 to 5%, with an average probably around 4% or so. But I also mix into my portfolio a little bit of higher risk stocks, those from the business development companies, as well as closed-end funds that pay rates of return with regards to dividend payments anywhere from 5 to 13%. I also have a few real estate investment trusts as well that pay a little bit higher dividend as well, anywhere from 3 to 9%. And in doing so, you can see here on my Robinhood portfolio that I'm getting dividends almost every day of the year. There are a few gaps. Currently, I have 57 dividends that pay out on a quarterly basis, that is 4 times a year, and 5 dividends that pay out on a monthly basis. And you can see as I scroll through my portfolio, I'm getting dividends almost every day of the year. There are a few gaps in here, but there are also a lot of days that I'm getting 2, 3, 4 dividends on the same day. So that kind of makes up for a few of those gaps. Starting with my pending dividends here, you can see Abbott Laboratories up top, ABT, $12.19. Then as I scroll down, you can see on February 15th, I have a couple dividends coming in. There is a little bit of a gap between the 15th and 3rd, but as I scroll down, every few days I have a dividend coming in. Actually, on the 1st of February, you can see I have 4 there. And then 31st, I have one. January 30th, I have one. 27th, 25th, so on and so forth. And as I scroll down, you can see I have quite a few dividends coming in almost every day of the week. I thought it'd be kind of cool to calculate how many stocks I would need to have a dividend portfolio that would be paying out dividends on a daily basis. So considering that I like to put my money into large cap companies, blue chip companies that pay out for the most part on a quarterly basis, but I also like to mix in a few higher risk stocks from the business development and closed-end fund categories. I figured that if I had 75 stocks that paid out on a quarterly basis, that is 4 times a year, and 15 stocks that paid out monthly, I could have a portfolio that would essentially pay out a dividend every day of the year. There is a little bit of a caveat there. I would have to select dividends that were coming in on different days, but if I simply said that I wanted 365 dividend payments per year, I would essentially have to have a portfolio of 75 quarterly stocks. That is 75 stocks that pay a quarterly dividend and 15 stocks that pay a monthly dividend. And I would essentially be getting 365 dividend payments per year. And if I selected the stocks out correctly, I could actually get a dividend portfolio that was paying out a dividend every day of the year. So I thought that would be kind of cool to do. These dividend payments, you can put those back into the portfolio, do a little bit of compounding interest, if you will. Put out a video about compounding and how powerful that can be for a portfolio, especially if you factor in a portfolio that is maintained over a number of years. You can really increase or boost your rate of return over simple capital gains and simple dividend payments. And as I continue scrolling, you can see here I'm getting a dividend payment really every few days, pretty consistently. So yeah, just kind of wanted to talk a little bit more about my dividend payments and putting together a dividend portfolio that would pay out dividends on a daily basis. Like I said, considering I don't like a lot of risk in my portfolio, I like to have a lot of stocks, buy and hold stocks from the large cap category as well as blue chip categories. 75 stocks that pay out quarterly and 15 stocks that pay out monthly would give you 365 dividend payments a year. And if you space those out correctly, buying the correct stocks, you could actually get a dividend portfolio paying out every day of the year, which is kind of cool. And again, as I go through my portfolio here, a lot of these stocks aren't paying out significant dividends, but I really don't have a lot of capital in each of these stocks. As I continue to value cost and dollar cost average these stocks, that is putting money in on a regular basis into my portfolio, these payments will get increasingly bigger and bigger, and at some point they'll be big enough to really live off the portfolio. That's the whole plan behind my portfolio is continuing to invest while I'm young, and then as I get older, I can start using some of these funds for daily living expenses and not necessarily putting those back into the portfolio. It will have a little bit of an impact on my return, but at that point, the portfolio will be maturing and it'll start paying out money, which is the whole point of investing, is trying to grow your money for later. Have your money work for you while you're young, and as you grow older, you don't have to necessarily rely on income that you're generating from work and or other business purposes. So just kind of wanted to talk about my portfolio, my dividends, and putting together a portfolio that pays out dividends on a daily basis. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this strategy, if it's worthwhile or not. It's kind of a novelty, to be honest. The real question behind any portfolio is how much return are you getting per year? So it really doesn't matter if these dividends are paid out daily or quarterly or even yearly. It's really about what kind of percentage you can make on your money per year. But yeah, kind of a cool little strategy here. One of my viewers actually mentioned this and was talking about if this was possible and how many stocks it would take to do that. So again, 75 quarterly stocks, 15 monthly stocks, and you could get 365 dividend payments. And if you spread those out over stocks that paid out on a different day, you could actually get a dividend payment every day of the year. So yeah, I'll kind of end the video with that. As always, if you enjoy my videos, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys have been learning along with me. I've learned a ton since opening this Robinhood portfolio about 4 months ago or so. So hopefully the learning continues. As always, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment threads. If you have any good ideas for videos, let me know. Any good stocks that would be great additions to my portfolio, let me know as well. I'm always looking for new investment strategies and new stocks to buy. So kind of with that, I'll end the video, and we'll see you guys later.